Good evening and welcome to the Cowscan YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe and turn on the notifications for videos a little bit more irregularly than I would like, but that's just the nature of dealing with me, I'm afraid. I'm not one of these proper YouTubers that will set a date and have everything up. Anyone that knows me and customers, etc., all know things are a little more chaotic than that when it comes to me. Just back from a very busy day scanning and freeze branding. We were in County Tipperary in East Clare today. I have an interview coming up with a dairy farmer we were with earlier on today, and he just goes through a few interesting topics. Tough week for farmers this week, and public in general, I suppose, with all the knock-on effects of the Ukraine war kicking in with price hikes on fuel, feed and fertiliser. The fertiliser thing has actually become scary this year. I was with a farmer in Tipperary today, and I freeze branded some cows for him in November, and he just reminded me today, we were kind of joking about the fertiliser and the price of it at the time, and we said, oh sure, it will have all levelled off come spring, but spring has arrived and fertiliser is scary dear, so it's going to be a tough year. And like, people are talking at the moment about scarcity when it comes to fertiliser and fuel, and obviously food, so it's scary times, but farmers are a very resilient bunch and everyone is getting on with stuff as best they can. What's going on here this week? Last week we were on the flush programme for 2 donors, so we'll be looking at them there in a minute. Today, this is Wednesday night. Friday is their D-Day that we are flushing, so hope to go through the process in detail on Friday, and fingers crossed that we'll get a bit of a bounce and get a few embryos off them. Got some heifers out this week, so it's a great bonus to have some cattle out of the shed. Or last week I should say, during the fine weather. We've had a couple of wet days, but they're in a reasonably dry field and we're just getting away with it. Everything scanned in calf here in the shed, apart from those 2 donors and those 4 heifers that are gone out. So hoping to bull those heifers next month. And just kind of keeping everything away as normal up to that. I've got an ass here behind me. This is a heifer that I have great hopes for, that we'll get her out showing her for the summer. All going well. Sandra 150, I think she's a really special calf. Weighed her yesterday and she's 1.45 kilos a day since birth on no extra feeding. She hasn't been over pampered or anything. She's just all get the same run of the mill. From once they're old enough to eat 2 kilos a meal, they go on 2 kilos a meal, and that's how I operate it. She'll obviously go on to more feeding as time goes by, as we head towards summer shows, but she's a mid-September calf and she was just shy of 300 kilos yesterday evening when I weighed her, so hopefully she can stay doing that, you know. Good bit of scanning and freeze branding on these days, primarily freeze branding. Pre-breed scanning will start in the next few weeks on dairy cows. Good few bookings in for that. So yeah, that's the story of the week. I'll get down to the few bits I recorded during the week, and as I say, please subscribe to the channel and keep updated on videos. Thank you very much. If only everything could be as quiet as Sandra 150. Makes some difference when you plan on showing something that's just a pure pet. Checking now, is there anything in the bucket? That's what she does, isn't it? Stop. That's the girl. Stop that messing. She wants what's in the bucket. Just an animal that just learned on the halter, and it's amazing when an animal just wants to go with you, how they can just go with you, but hopefully now she'll keep it up for the summer. I think she's a great prospect. Better to be born lazy and smart, or willing and stupid.
Lazy and smart.
Yeah, that's what you're proving there. This is our new cart for the day. Just means I don't have to dirty my hands to bring in the stuff. That's cool, Jack. Good job. We have to get a trailer for the back of the van now to be able to bring that around with us. What are your important jobs before we get going every day? Jack's on the spot now. This is Jack's first time talking on the channel.
Oil the blades, change the battery, fill the sprayer. That's it.
That's it. So our main jobs. Yeah, little things like oil and the clippers, they're just the difference it makes during the day is amazing. We got a shot of blades clipped sharpened last week now. Great job as well. Just listen to the difference in sound even. And very important to use proper clipper oil. Here's our little girls today. Bunch of Frisian heifers here just outside Limerick City. Right, bring them up there, Jack. Good girls, good girls. Great long crush in this yard today. Good girls. Yep, yep, yep. Good girls, good girls. Good girls, come on, round you come, come on, come on. Good girls. No, up you get, come on. Key's waiting for one to go. Good girls, up, 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 up. This is where it's always great to have a second person. Isn't it, Jack?
Good second person.
Good girls, up, get up, get up. We're going to be working from the back, as we don't normally do. The key to working from the back of anything is to lock the first animal. Good girl, good girl. Come on, come on. Lock your front animal in the sculling gate. Now, this is a very common type of sculling gate on farms. I've rarely seen one of them that works well. And they were a gate that guys put in, and yeah, where Jack, come in. They're just commonly used, but my God, do we give trouble. Up, 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 up. Come on, good girl, good girl. Don't know, it's an expensive gate. I'm sure plenty of you have them, but rarely seen them to work well. They're really strong, but they just don't work very well. That's the key to working from the back in any crush, is lock and anchor in the front. And everything else will stay forward. If you get that front animal pushing back, or another habit that guys have is letting animals back out of sculling gates. There's only one direction cattle should ever go through a crush in, and that's straight out the front. If you want them to develop a habit, they should be going straight out the front all the time, and you won't be getting this problem of backing in, and they'll go through sculling gates a lot better and stuff. Just my 2p worth. Batch branded, all left in the crush. Next batch, here we come. Great design of a shed this, you can just bring everything around in a circle. Makes life very simple. Those things that has to be minded is the freeze branding box, because you don't want the mix getting knocked over. They're costing a ball of money to make another mix today. Good girls. Good girls, out you get. Come on, yep, up, up. Come on, come on. Get up, come on, come on, up, ha, ha, ha. Come on, out you go, come on, come on. There's always one. How does she do it? Good girls, come on. Can we load up again? Good girls, come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Yep, yep. This is where you have to keep it real. Sometimes people make mistakes and they leave gates open and stuff. And cattle get out. Who are these people that leave gates open? Who are these people that leave gates open? Won't give him any time now to defend himself. Yeah. No, situation recovered. No, an example of brands pre-clipping. Right, Jack, on your game face now. Good girl.
Jack, that's art.
I'm here with a very good customer today, Ciaran O'Connell, Ardnacrusha.
Correct.
That's the address, overlooking Limerick City. He can watch. Yeah, he's always in County Clare, but overlooking Limerick City. Yeah. If he gets out his binoculars, he can look down into Thomond Park on a rugby match on real high ground. Kieran, what's your story? How long are you milking? New entrant a few years ago?
This is our 8th year. We started in 2015, 1st of April.
You've seen it all, so in milk prices, high and low.
We have, yeah. I suppose we started the first year with 60, there was 48 heifers, 12 cows, and we've grown, we're just, I suppose, just a bit over 110 now, and won't be going too much further. Stick around that.
What have you found regarding cow type and stuff like that has worked best for you?
We've kind of stuck with British Friesian and Holstein cross, kind of more British Friesian than Holstein, and worked fairly well. They're not a high yielding herd, but they're for our grounder, they're fine. Happy enough with them. I suppose this year is the first year now we're going to try sex semen. Just thought the last few years were maybe not good enough, but we picked out some cows now. Maybe 20 cows to give sex semen and heifers. So we'll see what way that goes.
Yeah,
hopefully we no bulls.
Yeah, and what are you doing with the dairy beef calves?
My the father takes the bull calves and the Frisian bull calves, and they're killed them before 24 months. And we say Angus heifers and Angus bulls, they're sold after 10 days, and well, normally it's about 2 weeks. And the Frisian heifers in, we hold on to them for breeding.
Very good, very good. And just two other things for you, just because you have merch on today, you must have knocked these things out of a real good deal. You have the Easy Fix cubicles put in.
Yeah.
How'd you find them?
I find them good. Like, we never had, when we got into it first, we didn't have any steel cubicles. So I suppose the thing with the steel cubicles, I was just conscious that maybe one of them would get caught underneath it, and if they were there all night or something, they could be.
You could be in bother
in the morning. But haven't had any issue with them. I find them good. Couldn't fault them really.
Your other thing you've done is your Terra Minerals.
Yeah.
How have you found that? You've that in a few years as well, haven't you?
This is the second winter with it in. 3 years ago we had there's about 10 or 12 retained cleanings, and we were actually down at the plough mash the year before that, so that's 2019. And I said I was giving boluses, before breeding, and the pre-calving licks or pre-calving dust or the blocks for the cows before calving, and I said we're spending about 2 or 2.5 grand on that, so I just said I'd try the minerals in the water because they all have to drink the water, and we haven't had any retained cleaning since.
That's worked really well.
Maybe it's not down to it, but if it is, we'll stay down it.
Are they remotely monitoring that, or it's remote monitoring?
Remote monitoring. If you have a bad day, you can up your magnesium if you want, and you can up your minerals. It depends. You can have it pre-calving different times of the year. You've got your pre-calving minerals, and then pre-breeding, you have pre-breeding minerals.
And they can remotely adjust all that?
Yeah, I can adjust it myself on the phone if I want.
Oh, right. So
you just adjust the number of cows you have.
They're only in the yard. They're only in the yard for maintenance and topping up, basically.
Yeah.
And are you using it the year round?
Yeah, the whole year round.
The whole year round, yeah.
It's not cheap, but then again, if you have 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 cows, don't do a calf.
Yeah.
It's costly as well. But it's about double the price of boluses and mineral licks. So far so good.
Yeah, it's one of those things, if it's working, it's very hard to change it.
Yeah. I won't be changing it anyway.
What's your breeding objectives for the coming season?
I suppose get them all in calf. Look, we'll start again about the 26th or 7th of April. And as I said, sex semen is going to the cows that are normally first to go in calf the first 3 weeks. Heifers the same. The higher end cows that we want to breed out of. And the other cows then, in a change up this year, we're going to put in beef bulls into the other cows. And I suppose try and get on 20 or 30 heifers.
You're kind of going to work off your milk recording, the traffic light system?
Yeah.
Those poorer cows, those red cows.
Exactly. We're kind of at the stage this year now. It's the first year we'll be at the stage where we can cull, because we're kind of at the numbers we wanted to be at from the start.
Yeah.
So it's the first year in 8 years that we can kind of say, look, with our 20 or 30 heifers going in calf, we've great scope at the end of the year to be able to cull the ones that we don't want in the herd, besides the ones that you have to cull, for obvious reasons, high cell count and stuff. But yeah, it'll just give us a bit of flexibility. And
as part of obvious self-promotion for myself, we freeze branded, I'd say 3 years ago for the first time.
Yeah.
Was it beneficial?
It was, yeah. Look, I threw away the binoculars anyway after about 3 weeks. No, happy out with it. It's vital. If you're milk recording in the pit, it's half the job.
Yeah.
If there's
you can just see them.
I got freeze branding done the first year I was in it, and to say they were poor was an understatement.
Yeah.
It wasn't yourself.
Yeah.
But,
or was it?
No. But it's really great. what you have and what you don't have. So it's good that way.
That's great stuff. Kieran, thanks very much and happy birthday today. You can guess in the comments down underneath what age he is.
Not over 32.
The Botox has really worked for him.
I won't take the head off.
Thanks again, Kieran, all right? Come on, come on, come on. There goes. Thank you very much for watching this week's video. I hope you picked up something in it or learned something in it or found something amusing in it. Please give the channel a sub and like the video and turn on your notifications, and we'll try and have something up soon again, okay? Thanks very much. Oh, and just another little bit I didn't get to put in there. Next week we'll have the results of the flush and we'll have another farmer focus from a farmer with a bit of machinery interest in Limerick. Thanks again.